Well, hello everybody. Kentucky Stab back at you here with another video. Here's the leaves crunching under the golf cart. It's fall, kids. It's fall. Cows are eating the fall grass. That's great. It's a nice pile of dirt there dug out of the pond. That's great. I'm gonna do a quick little update here on the rain catchment system. Mentioned that in a previous video, but there's the old sickle barn. I've been doing a little cleaning up down here in the barn. I had an old junky trailer parked right there with all this lumber scrap. It's not scrap to me. It's not. I dig in it a lot for my projects here and there. Anyway, I had it all stacked on that old wagon. Got it stacked on some. This is a neat little idea. I think I seen this at Walmart or Lowe's or somewhere. They had crap stacked on it out in the parking lot. Basically just some old junk cinder blocks with some 4x4s run through, and it kind of makes two shelves there, two racks, however you want to look at it. Yeah, I kind of stuck them through about 8 inches in the front, and I've just got it stacked full, of course, with junk. Junk to most people, but not to me. So that opened this whole stall up here. I need to get rid of that lawnmower rear end. We'll get rid of that soon. And in the previous videos, I pushed over those 3 or 4 locust trees. Got some really nice fence posts out of those. Actually 4 really nice fence posts. Those will make some dandies. And I'm thinking about taking those and redoing my end run here for the calves to come in the barn. I'd like to get a gate between here and here, just a walk-in gate, maybe 3 feet wide, and then bring all that back about 3 feet. So to do that, I would need a post, probably right in here, and then I'll probably need another one right here, and probably have to end up adding, well, probably not. I could probably attach this hay feeder to the barn wall and make that work. So I need 3 of them for that, and then I can build me a little walk-in gate right here. That's what I like to do. And I guess the reason for that, I end up, when I pin the calves up here in the barn, if I'm loading them on a trailer when it's time to sell them, I normally will pin them up in here with that gate and swing it around to the trailer, leave a little small opening. I end up having to climb this mess to get over in there and kind of run them up in the trailer. But if I had me a little gate right here, I could just walk in and do it and make it much, much easier. Plus, it would give them another 3 feet to come on in the barn in the winter. And I mean, I can give up 3 feet, no problem. Anyway, there's that. Just a little quick barn update. But hey, check this out. This barn door I made out of some big wide chestnut lumber from a building I tore down. This has been here for a while. The door has. But I have recently done a few upgrades to it. One thing being this latch, spring-loaded latch, and handle. And also, I'll show you this latch. The main reason I put that spring on there, so so I can open it from outside if I pull up to the back of the barn. There we go. Now this board was part of an old door on an old outbuilding that I tore down years ago, and it had this tin nailed to it. I mean, it's older than Methuselah, and it already had that old hole in it. I mean, you can see that's old and worn. I have no idea what was in it before, but there's a piece of grass string hanging out of it now. Pull that, and that works my latch. I've got that piece of rubber hose screwed to it, so when it shuts, it don't bang. And this is the best thing ever right here. I mean, everybody's seen them from their childhood and such. Old screen door closer. But that's the handiest thing to have in the world, because I can open that thing up if I want to just keep it open. And, you know, if I'm out here filling up the water or whatever, look there. You just leave it open, dude. Man, that's amazing. Simplicity. But here we go, back into the rain catchment. It has been working pretty good as of late, and I've only got probably 12 foot of gutter on this barn, because that's more than enough to keep this full. And I did end up putting some little gutter guards on top of that to keep the leaves out of that gutter, because it was clogging up on me pretty bad. One thing I do need to, the biggest failure here is this corrugated crap. I don't know what it is. Some kind of rubbery. But here's the thing. It's definitely not UV stable. The sun is cooking it. It is cooking it and cracking it. You might wonder why that detergent jug screwed to the top of my barrel there. Well, I'll tell you why. It's so look at that. That is actually acting as a filter. I have got some plastic mesh crap sitting down in there like that. That just kind of filters out the garbage. What garbage does filter down into the downspout. That plastic stuff catches it, and well, for the most part it does. The big stuff anyway. You're still gonna get some fine stuff like, you know, like that, but just check it every now and then. Not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. So what I'm gonna do to fix this problem, this cracky crap here, I'm gonna get me some, I've actually got some scrap downspout pieces, and I'm just gonna metal downspout with an angle here and then an angle right over into that. That'll take care of that problem. Moo cow, moo cow. Don't go in the barn, thank you. So basically the way I've got this set up, when it rains, this barrel will fill up to that point. When it fills up to that point, then it starts overflowing into this overflow pipe and filling up the water trough. When the water trough fills up, it's going to overflow and just basically run out on the ground. So what that means is every time it rains, you got a full trough and you got a full barrel, and it works out pretty dang great. I've got a valve on the bottom of this. In the drier times, you know, when the trough gets low, all I got to do is turn that ball valve on right there. I've got a scrap piece of water hose attached to it. Look here. All you got to do is right there. Puts my hands on. You got water. Fill your trough up. So that's, you know, that works out pretty dang good to water calves with. They seem to be pretty happy with it. As long as they got water, they don't care where it comes from. One thing I'll say about rainwater, it has no minerals in it. So you got to kind of keep that in mind with the calves. Not that big a deal for these because I keep them a mineral block right in here inside the barn where they can run in and get it. Look at that. They've licked them big divots out. They'll stand and lick on it till they don't need it no more. So let that fill up while I'm standing here. I also have another one of these blue drums, plastic drums cut in half and just setting. Yeah, they're just sitting under the eave of the barn on the other side of the barn. So when it rains, you know, they fill up too. So that's, you know, probably 60 gallons of water in the troughs, and then another 35. I think these drums are 35, another 35 in reserve there that you've got every time it rains. So it works out good for a few calves. Now if you had a lot of calves, that would not work, because calves drink a ton of water a day. They're liking that fall grass. It's so nice out today. I think it's about 78 degrees. 70, yeah, about 75, 76, something like that. Nice out. Super nice. So, just a little water catchment update. I'm going to let this thing fill up. And we'll let everybody go. Appreciate everybody watching the video. Until next time, Kentucky Stat out.